Welcome back to another episode of D Sports Gurus. I'm your host, Brandon Fresh Dandridge. I'm back with my man's TC. We about to get into it. First of all, man, however you listening to this, man, like, subscribe, comment, tell us how you feel about the show, all that good shit. All
Sure.
that stuff you're supposed to do or whatever like that. Also, I'm gonna start off with a business shout out since we just getting the show started off. This is gonna be my first business shout out. Of course, I gotta shout out my business, man. I wouldn't be doing a good service to my business if I ain't shout out my business. So if you're looking for some training, man, definitely holla at Fresh Body Fitness, man. You can look us up on Instagram, Fresh Body Fitness. Get with me, man. I'll get you some training. I'm gonna give another business a shout out later in the show, but let's get into the show. So we're gonna start off talking some football, man. I'll let my man CC kick the show off and go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Tell us what you brewing
So
on far as football wise.
the Lions. We got to talk about the
Okay.
home team.
All right. So what about the Lions, man? What about the Lions?
I feel good about the Lions. Me personally, I feel real good about the Lions. Um, that ass whooping we got from the Ravens. I think that let us know where we at. For real. For real.
No, facts.
For real. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't go after Chase Young like I wanted them to. I actually wanted them because the thing is this: we got to get pressure on the QB, right? And so we know
For
what
sure.
Hutch do. We know what Hutch do, but it's like when teams know they want to take that shot, all they do is just buckle down on Hutch. They really don't think nobody else can get to the passer but Hutch. So when they know they want that five step draft and take that shot, they be having all day. Once they block Hutch, you know what I'm saying? He's still young. He ain't all the way polished. You know, his leverage, he need to work on his leverage a little bit. Sometimes he be a little bit too high. You know what I'm saying? And, he a great player though, but he gonna get it together. But we need more pass rushing. If we want to make a run in the playoffs, it's gonna start with the pass rush. Just from a defense perspective, it's gonna start with the pass rush. Offense, we can score the ball. I know we can score the ball. We can score the ball. I believe in golf. I believe in the offense. I like the play calling. I like what Gibbs showed. You know what I'm saying? They finally let him off the leash, let him do his thing. But without that pass rush, we through. Against, like the elite teams, the middle of the pack, we beat them. Like I knew we was gonna beat Oakland. I ain't had no problem with that. But it was a close game into the fourth quarter. I ain't like that, but I thought we should have smoked them, but we did win. But we need better pass rusher. We need more pass rushing. I don't know. I don't know what they could do, honestly, to get more pressure on the passer. I really don't know what they could do. I don't know. What you seeing?
Um, I wouldn't say panic or something like that, man. You know what I mean? Of course, it's disappointing that we not getting more pass rush on the passer, but I think that's kind of like being a fan where you want like everything to be clicking all the time. You know what I mean? Like if we look at it a couple weeks ago, we just had like 6 sacks. You know what I'm saying? We done had a couple games where we done had a lot of sacks on the quarterback. Like, so I think it's a game by game basis, and it's a give and take on what you get and what you don't get. You know what I mean? Like we played Garoppolo. Like we didn't give up no passing yards. So even though we couldn't get to the quarterback, shit, we didn't give up no passing yards. So it's not like it hurted us. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of like a give and take type of thing. Um, we only we far as the mobile quarterbacks, we've been kind of decent versus the mobile
Uh,
quarterbacks this year. The only one that killed us was the mobile quarterback, not a mobile
you
quarterback. It
say
was
the
the mobile
mobile, huh?
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different. That's
That's
high level. And that's like you don't play that team a lot. So that's kind of like you're not kind of geared up for you know what I mean? What to
true.
expect. And it was a tough road game. It was a lot of wind. Baltimore kind of did a lot of stuff. And when you look at it, like if we really want to go back and evaluate that game, it looked like a blowout. but it really wasn't. It came down to a lot of
Which one?
crucial
The Ravens?
plays. The Ravens game, yeah, yeah.
That's a
I'm,
blowout,
I'm
Fresh.
no. Look, listen to me, and what I'm about to say. It was a blowout score wise, but it
Right.
wasn't a blowout. It came down to a lot of third and fourth down, red zone, scoring opportunities where it was us versus them, and they won all of those situations that came up. Even the first drive where they was going in, they scored on the fourth down conversion. You feel what I'm saying? It was all situations where, like, if we make a play, it changed the game. It looked like a blowout when you go down and you drive it down to the 2 yard line and you don't score. But you get what I'm saying to you? It's not to
Yeah,
say that I'm
I
I'm
know. If
trying
you
to
look
I'm
at
trying to I'm trying to
looking at
minimize the
everything,
loss, because
looking at
we did
everything
lost.
besides the score. I got what you're saying. Looking at
Yeah,
everything
I'm just
besides the
yeah,
score,
looking at the
except for
large
time of
trajectory.
possession. But
Facts.
time of
Looking at the large
possession was
trajectory of
lopsided
your
and
team, and what
turnovers.
you like. They made a lot of fourth down conversions. They had the one touchdown they had with Lamar, like, scramble. He had, like, all day. We should have had him sacked. Like, it's a lot of stuff that happened in that game that you could say, like, all right, damn, we didn't
What
we
other?
we ain't played this type of team. We
Right.
needed
That's
this
what I
type
want to
of
get into.
look.
So that's what I
We
want to
needed
get
this type
into.
of look so we can be prepared for this type of
So we
situation
don't
when
know.
we facts.
I feel like we saw. So I got to see how we respond. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And
And I
and
and I really
and when you
and when we go, who is it? Chargers. Who we got? Who we got
that's our
next?
next game. Next
Chargers.
game is the Chargers. Yeah.
I mean, let's just see. Let's
I
see.
mean, that's
Record
a road
wise,
game, but
they
that's
they
not
record
a team
right,
that's playing. That's not a team that's playing good. Like, I
but
would
that's a
say,
good
just look at
team
the
though.
last game. Okay, I understand, but if we beat them, nobody is gonna be like, oh, will this prove anything? And this is what I'm saying about this. What I
It,
mean about,
I,
like,
I would
about
like it.
how I understand, but this is what I mean about, like me and you, we talk sports all the time, but this is what I mean about, like, the fan and how they look at the game. It's never nothing gonna be satisfying. Soon as you beat this person, it's always gonna be, I want to see the next. It's always gonna be that. So what I'm saying is, right, we just came off of a loss versus Baltimore. We came back the next week and we dominated the game. No, not score wise, because of the same thing that I'm talking about that happened in the Baltimore Ravens game. We got down in the red zone and we didn't convert those opportunities to touchdowns. If we do, that's a blowout. It's 40 something to whatever it is. But when you look at the yards, the total yards, they had like 200 yards total yards to our, like, five. We dominated them. That's a response to being dominated. Like like you still want to. I'm not saying that you don't want to see them come out and dominate the next team. That's what you always want to see your team dominate. But this is the NFL. A
I'm
win
cool,
is a
right? I'm
win.
cool with the win. I'm cool with the win. I'm literally talking about the points. I'm literally talking about the points. That's what I'm talking about. Like you gotta. I'm already looking at the Lions as a playoff team. I
Right.
believe they're
No,
gonna win.
facts.
I believe they're gonna go to the playoffs. So I ain't even. Let's just get this thing rolling. I seen Lamar, right, and like you said, the
Mm-hmm.
mobilest quarterback, right? Cool. He more mobile than Hurts, more mobile than Dak, more mobile than Purdy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these are the three teams in the NFC. Like we gonna have to beat. We gonna have to be one,
Right.
if not two, if we want to go somewhere deep in the playoffs. And I just think all of those guys, they may not be as mobile as Lamar, but I think all of them is better passers. Even Dak. I don't think Dak is a better decision maker, but I believe all of them are better passers than
I
Lamar.
don't. I
That's
think, man.
they better
That's
passers
a
than them, bro.
that's a
They
that's a
better
whole different
passers.
topic.
Nah, Ravens my
Listen,
team, Lamar my guy. People glorify the fact that he got so much better with passing the ball, but he damn sure ain't got no Purdy accuracy. You know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
going. I'm just gonna say, look, man, that's another show for another time, right? For another
We talking about
topic,
the
right?
line. I don't
Because
want to talk about
because
that. Right. I
because we
got
could
you.
be all day talking about Lamar. I'm not gonna even like I hear people say that crazy thing about Lamar all the time, and I feel like that's so false. But
What's false?
that's another debate, bro. That's another debate
I
for
never
another
said he
show.
wasn't good. I said he wasn't better than them guys at passing the
Bro,
ball.
you just put a Brock Purdy above Lamar Jackson at passing
I
the
put up
football,
what
and
I
that's
put
false,
up what
bro.
I seen. I didn't put Brock. That's not what I did. I'm talking about
That's what
passing
you
the
kind of
ball.
said, man.
I'm talking about
Even
passing
that
the ball.
passing the football, like why do people feel like Lamar Jackson can't pass the football? Like that's
Why do you feel
beyond
like I said
crazy.
he can't? Because I said
That's
somebody's
beyond
better.
crazy.
Why do you feel like I
Yeah,
said he can't? Because
yeah,
somebody's better.
because
We talking about the
what do
elite
you
quarterbacks in the
I
NFC.
understand. I understand, but Brock Purdy has nothing that shows that he's better than Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott has nothing that shows that he's better than Lamar Jackson as a quarterback at passing. Like he turns the ball over. Notorious. Like you like that's what I'm saying to you. I can understand you talking about a Patrick Mahomes or a Tua if you saying some guys that's
I'm
actually
not gonna
good passers, but that's all I'm saying. The guys that you said don't validate with what you
I
saying.
talked
Like
about
Lamar's actually a good
hold on,
passer
wait,
though.
wait, wait. You misunderstanding what I'm saying. I spoke on those quarterbacks because those are the teams that the Lions are gonna have to see in the playoffs.
Got you. Okay,
That's
all right.
why I
That now
spoke
that
on them.
makes sense. Got you.
That's
That
why I
makes
spoke
sense.
on them.
But
And even with
I
what you're
still
saying,
don't feel like
I'm not saying those guys are better than Lamar at overall of the quarterback.
even all of those guys, Jalen Hurts is not like a phenomenal, like super passer. Like none of those
No, he's not.
guys that you just named,
He's not.
all those top teams that we gonna play in the NFC, Purdy, and maybe none of
So
those
you saying
guys is like a
Lamar Jackson
phenomenal.
is an elite passer?
Why isn't he? Why?
He's an elite
I,
quarterback. He's not an
listen,
elite passer.
listen. Even if you want to say that, right? The guys that you just named, none of those guys are elite passers. None of those
Okay,
guys.
cool. But
None
I
of
think
those guys.
I didn't say the
None of
word.
them.
Hurts on his
None of
way.
them.
Hurts on his way.
He's not a. How is he on his way to be an elite passer? Like how? Like
What do
justify it
you?
with something. Like pull up the numbers or something, bro.
No. I don't want to get into
I'm
the
gonna
numbers.
be
I don't want
on.
to get in there because
I'm gonna be on the analytics type of guy, right? I'm gonna be on the analytics type of guy, but that don't mean I ignore him. Pull up the numbers that show me that Jalen
the
Hurts just
numbers
so
just show
much
the stats.
better than
The
Lamar.
numbers just show the stats. I'm talking about a quarterback who can sit in the pocket and make every throw.
I'm about to look up they numbers, man,
No. This is film
and
study.
just see
This ain't got nothing to do with numbers. This the eye test.
what you mean. I see it too.
Because
I watch the games
Lamar is at
too.
a
Like
disadvantage. Lamar is at a
man,
disadvantage
okay, bro.
because
I
he
don't
don't
agree with
have
it.
the weapons that those guys have.
That's why they got him weapons this year, and you see what he did with the weapons when he played us.
I saw
We
Mark
see what he
Andrews.
did.
I saw Mark Andrews. I
So
seen
you
Mark
ain't see
Andrews.
Odell.
I
You
seen
ain't see
blown coverage.
they was passing it to quite a few dudes. Zay Flowers,
I'm just
Bateman,
I'm
all of
telling
them.
you.
They was passing it. I watched the game. They was passing it to
I
quite a few
watched it
dudes.
too. They did what they were
Mark
supposed to do.
Andrews.
I'm talking about.
Mark
I just
Andrews.
spoke on somebody who went crazy. Mark Andrews went crazy. That's
He
all I'm
did,
saying. But
but
he had all day to throw the ball. He had all day
he
to throw the
did.
ball. So that don't even matter. I'm just saying the Lions, when they go up against these guys, they have to get to the passer. We have to,
Career,
or else it's
career,
curtains.
career. Just to you know what I'm saying, bring up some stats.
I
Career
ain't talking
completion
numbers.
percentage.
I ain't want to talk numbers.
Career
I said
completion
let's not
percentage
talk numbers.
between Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts.
You
Lamar
know that that's
Jackson's
the
is
only
higher.
stat you went through.
This this year completion percentage. Lamar Jackson's is higher. Hold on. Let's go yards per game. Since you said that's the only stat I went to, I don't just go to that. We could do yards per game too.
But I don't want to do stats,
Uh,
bro.
what you
I
want?
don't want to
Quarterback
talk in
rating.
stats.
What Lamar Jackson got an MVP. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like I'm just saying, like what because Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl. Is this like recency biasy? I don't know. I'm just
No,
trying to figure out like
no, no. I'm talking
Lamar
about when they
Jackson's a
drop
better
back.
runner too. Not only he's a better runner, like god damn.
I never said that. I never said he wasn't. I never
Jalen
said he
Hurts is
wasn't the
literally
best
like
quarterback.
Jalen Hurts
I'm,
is literally like the next best thing you could have to Lamar Jackson. That's literally like what
I
that
don't, I
is.
don't, I don't agree with
Like
that.
like I can't have Lamar Jackson. Okay, give me Jalen Hurts. That's like literally what what that is.
So you would take Hurts? I mean, you would take Jackson over Hurts?
All day. It's not even a
Cool.
question.
I ain't tripping on that. But why?
Yeah, that ain't even no question.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Because of what he can do with his feet.
I mean, cause what he can do overall, bro.
Okay, overall,
Like,
but
like it's the same. It's the same. Listen, it's the same thing, bro. I'm gonna get the same type of quarterback, right? But one is just better. One is bigger, better, faster, all of that. Like he got more arm strength. Like one is better. I don't know how else you want to frame that.
no,
You still here, bro? You just turned your camera off.
no, I'm here. What are you talking about? I'm here. You can't see me?
You ain't turn your camera off. I don't know, man. Your camera cut off. Try to
Oh,
try to uh try to I don't
it's
know,
on.
man. I
You
don't
don't
want
see
to
me?
say disconnect. No, I don't see you on the, I can hear you. I don't see you on the thing though, but I definitely can hear you.
Oh shit! Hold on.
It say your video pop back when your internet improve. But I ain't tripping. We can still keep going and keep talking, bro.
Uh, the internet not on?
I,
That ain't what I meant to say.
on your
I meant to
end, I
say the
don't know,
camera
maybe
not on. I ain't do
it's
nothing
like
to it.
where you at is getting bad reception or something like that. It's still picking up your voice. There you go. Now I can see you now. All right.
Oh,
You back.
okay.
I can see you.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It probably didn't
But
want to hear that bullshit you was talking. That's
I'm
probably
just
what.
saying, bro,
Hey,
I put up the actual numbers, bro, and
but
the
you act like I
numbers.
said he was better than Lamar Jackson.
No, I didn't say you said that. I'm just saying,
That's what
like,
you defended.
you said he was a better passer than him. That's what you
Yeah, I'm just
said.
talking about
And
passer. I didn't. I'm not talking about numbers or nothing. I'm talking about Hurts can
I
make.
don't I don't see what would give you to justify that, right? Even if I want to look at it from this standpoint, right? Jalen Hurts done had better weapons than
Okay,
Lamar Jackson done had.
that's
Like
true.
so
That's
so
true.
even with that, Lamar Jackson done won an MVP.
I listen. Lamar Jackson is the better one. When I brought that up, I was talking about the Lions. So what I'm
I
saying
get
was,
that. All I
if
said
Lamar
was you
Jackson,
said that he was a
if Lamar
see
Jackson
this is
can
why I
do
ain't want to
that,
start debating Lamar Jackson
it's
and
not
being a
debating
better
Lamar
passer than
Jackson.
these
I want
guys.
us to stay on the Lions. I'm
For
saying
sure.
if Lamar can do that, now I'm thinking about Hurts and AJ Brown,
I got you. I understand
Devontae
that.
Smith, and then Purdy and all them. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what I'm on.
Same time, I can look back and say, like, I can look back and say, the Lions played the Eagles last year, and it was a close game. The Eagles barely won.
Yeah,
They
this is
didn't. They didn't. I'm
yeah.
not. And that was before we was even. That was before this defense was even close to even being this. I'm not saying that
What
last year
defense? What
matters
defense?
compared to this year, but last year that Eagles team last year did go to the Super Bowl. That team did go to the Super Bowl,
True,
right? That was a Super
true,
Bowl team.
true. Who won the game?
They did. I'm just saying it
Who
wasn't
played the
it
better
wasn't
game?
a blowout.
It
No,
wasn't.
listen to me.
I'm listening.
I didn't bring that up. I didn't bring that up to say that oh we outdid them or none of that stuff. I'm just saying I bring that up to say that the Lions have faced Jalen Hurts in the past recently, and it was a game. It wasn't a blowout. All
Right.
right. So they got some experience with Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm
True.
saying? And that's a lesser version of Lamar Jackson. You seen what the higher version of that looked like. And that's I'm not even saying that to try to justify that like Lamar Jackson being
Uh,
better. I'm just saying that we got to face the higher version of what facing
And
Jalen Hurts would look like,
so
right?
so so since you like that doesn't even. I feel what you're saying. Look, okay, so damn, look at how that game went last year, and look how this game went. Score
Yeah,
wise, score
I
wise. Because if we
understand.
look at last year's game, the Eagles won, but the Lions played the better game.
Yeah, they did. They did. The Eagles weren't supposed to win that game.
They really wasn't, but they
Yeah, they wasn't
did.
supposed to win that
And
game.
like we say, a win is a win. But I'll be happy. What I'm saying is, I like Justin Herbert. I like that
You got
offense.
your you got your Wi-Fi on, man. Dang, you keep popping
Yeah,
out on the
yeah.
video.
It
I
cut
don't
off.
know. I don't know. Yeah, I can still hear you though. Okay, so
Right.
you
I
saying you
don't I
like
don't know
just
what's wrong with it.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We just
All
keep
right,
rocking.
cool.
You know what I'm
I'm saying
saying?
Justin Herbert, I like that offense. And if we could do something to them, forget the team, forget how they playing. They not playing to their best of their ability. They record does not represent the talent of that Chargers team, for real, for real. And they got some injuries and shit like that, but I'm gonna be happy when we beat them boys. I'm gonna be happy. I'm
I
gonna be
got you.
happy.
I got
We
you. I
we need to
think
win
I
that
think
game.
I'm just speaking to the larger energy that I'm seeing behind the fan base about everything, right? I feel like all fan bases might be like this, right? I don't know. I'm not a part of no other fan bases. I don't live in Chicago. I don't live in fucking LA. I don't know what those fan bases is like, right? I can only talk about my city and my experience, right? And I feel like we
Mm,
got a fan base that if it's not perfect, they find even when it's going good, they find the bad to consider. And I'm not saying that's what you doing, right? But I see a lot of people in the fan base wanting to find something to have a problem with, whether it's Jameson Williams, Jameson Williams and his development and how we bringing him along, how he coming along, right? Or it's
what they be
or
saying?
it's
Can we tap up? Can we tap into that a little bit?
we gonna tap into it. We about to go into that next, right? Or whether it's the defensive line and how we need the line, whatever it is, right? Running backs, they was bitching about Jahmyr Gibbs for a few weeks and stuff like that, right? It's just like one of those things where I feel like in football, right? The course of a 17 game season, right? You're gonna have your ups and your downs, right? But the good teams usually have more ups than they have downs. And when it comes time to be prepared for playoffs time, right? The better teams is gonna show and show up,
That's what I'm
right?
talking about. Cool. Yeah.
Ain't that what happened? Right.
Yes.
And I feel like everybody anxious to want to fill all the holes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this happens in sports, right? Because you want a perfect team. You don't want to look at any of your weaknesses and be like, yeah, that's the weakness that we got, but we can still win with it. I don't feel like too many people are realistic and realizing that, bro, you a winning team or a winning formula might not be flawless without no weaknesses. You
It's
know what I'm
never
saying?
gonna
Like,
be flawless.
right.
It's never
And I
gonna
just
be
feel
flawless.
like a lot of fans or a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get caught up and harp on that like it being flawless, right? So let's talk about Jameson Williams. What's your viewpoint on Jamo and how the fans view him? How the Lions are, going along with his development, all that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even. The boy was hurt. Like what else? What else? He can't develop if he ain't playing. He was hurt. So I don't. You know. I I do get irritated with. Actually, I don't even get irritated no more. I really don't
Mm-hmm.
even. I don't too. When I hear ignorance, and by ignorance, I don't mean stupidity. I mean ignorance. That's the art of not knowing. Like when I hear ignorance, you just don't really know football. Like you watch the game, you watch it. Some people think they know football because they didn't watch it, or maybe they
Right.
even played a little bit. They don't really know. Like they don't know football. I know you do. I know you know I do. So I'm just speaking on.
Right.
That's the only thing that I saw. I ain't mistakes gonna happen. Blown cut, everything is gonna happen. I honestly feel
Right.
like if we could have got to Lamar Jackson a little bit more, that changes the whole dynamic of the game because we have
Right.
so much other stuff. Maybe we not down 27-3 and Goff out there desperately trying to make plays because he want to get us back. And then there, and look what
Right.
happened. You have some picks. So shit gets worse when you're down 20 points. You're not playing the same game. You're not playing the same game. It's a difference. If that score was a little closer, you could play it a little better. We could perform a little better. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I see wrong is when I compare them to like even the teams that was in the Super Bowl or the teams that I feel like got a chance. I feel like that's the only thing they got over us is that they could get to the passer
Got
consistently.
you.
Consistently.
Got you.
That's it. Everything else is gonna come along. I love Brian Branch. I love Branch. That is my favorite player. That is my favorite
You
player on the
here?
Lions. I love Branch. I love
Okay,
Branch.
Branch.
Jamo, it. When you say from the fans perspective, are they like angry with him or the coaches?
They 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 upset with, I guess, with his development, with where he at coming along. A lot of the fans, a lot of the fans, lot of the fans screaming he a bust.
Okay, well, that's too early to tell, and I don't know what they want. The boy was hurt. The boy was hurt. And then he was suspended. Like, the boy was hurt and he was suspended. You got to be on the field. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on the field to develop. You could do
Yeah.
a lot of shit in practice. You could do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? You could do a lot. But you got
For
to be
for
on the
for
field.
me, for me, man, it's like, you know, we football players, bro. That's how we know each other. I mean, we know each other from a few couple places, but like, we know each other from football, right? We play football with each
Right.
other. I play a few different positions. Receiver is one of the positions I play, so I
So
can
then
really feel it.
so you should be
Yeah,
able to tell.
I really empathize. Yeah, I really empathize with him and
Is
his
he all right?
situation, right?
Is he a bust?
No, he's not a bust, man.
Okay. Okay.
First of all, he ain't even been given the opportunity to even really showcase what he can do in the right way at all. Like, it's not even close to being given enough opportunity to be like he a bust, right? Right now, all you seeing is a player that's pressing. He pressing because he trying to get back to where he know himself to be. When you a elite athlete or you a athlete in general, right? And you know what you can do and you know you're not doing what you can do, right? Especially
Right.
in the NFL, he on a high level, high pressure sport. They got 17 games. They don't got, you feel me, 82 games. Is high pressure every single moment. You feel what I'm saying? Every
Right.
game is
Right.
high
Right.
pressure. You know what I'm saying? So the the you know what I mean? The anxiety is gonna be running high until he can settle down and start making a few plays that make him feel like this is me. That I'm back to being me. He hasn't played since an injury. All
Right.
right. That's a
Right.
psychological, mental thing. My last time playing, I was at the top of my game. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I was about to be the top receiver easily. Like, it's a mental feat that he has to face, right? Not only that,
Right.
right? I'm playing on a new team now. That means I gotta get on page with my quarterback. I play receiver again. I played with different quarterbacks. It's different playing with different quarterbacks. A guy can be a good quarterback for for 10 receivers, and you can be a good receiver and he
It
just
just don't
can't
work out.
find you. He
Right.
just can't get on your time, and y'all
Right.
just can't get on each other page for whatever reason, right? And I
Right.
see a lot of that happen with Goff and Jameson. Goff don't have the strongest arm. Jameson is a fast guy. A lot of times he can't even hit him right in stride. The balls, you feel me? They late.
Right.
You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Trying to catch a late ball is a lot of pressure more on a receiver because now you
Exactly.
waiting to get that ball. You almost trying to grab
See
that thing
this,
before it
so
even
that's
get
what I
there.
was saying. Like that's what
It's
I
a
was
lot
saying.
that's going
Like
on.
it's ignorant because you're a receiver. So
Yeah, it's very
um,
ignorant. A lot of the comments.
a lot of, and I'm talking about NFL
I be
players.
trying not to get riled up.
The
I be trying
touch,
not to get
the
riled up by it,
touchdown
but
he
I be
caught, the touchdown
yeah.
he caught.
Uh-huh.
Everybody can't make that play.
No, and that was a bad ball. That wasn't even a great
It
ball.
was.
You know what I
It
mean?
was. It was. It was a bad ball,
Like
and it was
nobody gonna
underthrown,
come out and say
and,
yeah, that ball was really
and it was
severely
underthrown.
underthrown.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but it was underthrown because he's so fast, and I just believe in repetition. Golfer, no, I got to get this out fast. I got to get the ball out faster because I got a guy that can go get it. He can go get up
No
under it.
facts.
But the touchdown he caught, looking back this way, then happened to cross his body and turn around
No
and
facts.
still catch it. Everybody can't do that. But see, uh, motherfuckers think they got the, because all they hear, well, if it touch your hand, you're supposed to catch it. They don't even
No
know.
facts. Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
even know. Like, bro, it's a helmet he got. That's one.
Yeah,
And
no.
he had to locate the ball while running fast speed. Locate the ball, readjust his body, and turn around and catch it, all while falling. That was a great. That
Uh-huh.
right there showed me enough. That boy can play. The boy can play.
Yeah,
Now the thing
we
about
just need to
the
get on
thing
the
about it
we
is
just need to
the
get on the
teams
ball in
know he
space,
got the
man.
speed. The teams know he got the speed. The coaches ain't even. They ain't even. That's why. That's why this team we got, this
They're not
offense
taking
we got,
advantage of it.
they gonna be. They. I don't know if they. I don't know. We gonna be. If we keep these guys, this offense is here for a couple years.
The
As
thing
long as
about
we
it,
keep
the
these
thing
guys
about
and
it
we
is,
healthy.
and that's another thing about the way this team has performed, right? The offense actually has underperformed. If we being honest, right? Like
Compared
they
to
don't
last year or
actually
just period.
yeah, compared to last year, compared to where we feel like they should be. We feel like they underperforming, right? But I feel like that's a part of them having new pieces
Yeah,
and
trying to
figuring
figure
out
it out.
how to play with these new pieces, how we gonna work with all these new pieces, right? And that's
And
again,
and
I
and
feel
they
like we
trying to
gotta be
keep
patient.
and they trying to keep somebody happy too. You know, trying to keep 14 happy. And boy got the goods. But when it come to Jameson, you know what I'm saying? They just got him running 9 routes, so all that
Yeah,
underneath stuff.
yeah,
People don't know that. Hey,
yeah.
oh, Laporta. They
Man,
talking
he
about
can
Laporta, Laporta,
man,
Laporta, Laporta.
man,
He
he
ain't
can
no
run some
elite,
drags.
no
Man,
elite route
if
runner.
they send
Laporta
Jamo,
ain't
if
no
they send
elite route
Jamo on
runner.
some drags,
But
if they send
yeah,
Jamo on some drags across the field, some crossing routes to get him on some matchups where he could take advantage of his speed, that'd be good. But the
yeah.
thing about
Or,
it is,
or,
right?
or get some
They
screens.
when
A
you
lot of different things.
when you
Just put the
when
ball in
you
his hand.
playing him, when you putting him in a game and he playing 16 plays, right, and then 9 of them is run plays. You feel me? The other 7 is pass plays. He
And
get a
you got him
target on
running
3
straight
of them.
goals.
Right, he get a target on 3 of them, and they all on deep balls. Those low percentage passes and all that. Like even Herman Moore came out and was like, "Bro, y'all got to start using him better. Like start putting him in some different situations and doing some different
Right.
things with him. Stop just having him run down the field. And if
That's
you are gonna
that's
do
what they
that,
doing.
that's you know what I mean. At least have him do it consistently, so it don't look like it's a fucking gimmick every time it's happening. So we can
Right.
actually start to function and translate to real winning football. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I agree.
I my big thing with this team is, bro, I just feel like they good. They just on pace. They just need to start continuing to get healthy, right? I feel like that's
That's the
another
big
thing
thing.
that people
That's the big thing.
don't want to take into account for some of the reasons why we struggled in a lot of these games. Like we had a lot of pieces that was missing, hurt, and stuff like that, right? Like
Yeah.
where the fans that they talk about on one end, like Kelsey ain't played. Like we had players missing in games too, but nobody accounts that on our end. They just be like, you feel me? Y'all
Man,
lost.
listen.
You
I
know what
ain't
I
trying to
mean?
hear that shit against the motherfucking champs. I don't give a fuck if Mahomes ain't
I know.
played.
I'm just saying, like,
Nah, I
that's
feel you.
how
I feel you.
people will
Yeah,
treat
that's how
our stuff.
they tried it. They
Like, you feel me?
downplayed that.
Like
They downplayed
we
that.
lost to the Ravens, or we lost to we lost to the Ravens, right? But David Montgomery ain't played that whole game. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Like
I'm
he
not
not
saying
a
like,
big piece of what we do.
yeah,
I
like
got
I'm
it.
not just saying
They
it
never said
like
that
we win if he play, but that guy's a he right now he playing like a top 5 running back in the league. So you
for
can't tell
sure.
me that
For sure,
him not being there don't factor in on the game. And that's
it
not to
does.
say that Jahmyr Gibbs can't get it done too, but that's one dude handling all the workload now. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And no change of pace and all that, right? CJ, GJ
Tough.
being out right now. Like
Yeah,
nobody
that's
want to
huge.
take that into account.
That's
Missing
real
Brian
huge
Branch
for
for
the
those couple
defense.
games,
Yeah,
who is one of our best defensive players. Like
I love that
that
kid.
shit all factor in and on all that stuff, right? But nobody bring that up on our end. James Houston out, so we lacking that pass rush. You know, a lot of this stuff, right? I just feel like if we keep getting healthy. Now, as far as that Chase Young stuff right there, right? I'm not too mad about Chase Young specifically because I feel like I do trust Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell in the sense of the right player and paying the right price, right? A 3rd round pick might have been a little bit high for a guy that we had to pay. And then not only that, he gotta fit our team and personality, right? And I did read some reports that Chase Young, even though he was making plays and stuff like that, he was going off scheme and off script sometimes to make those plays. And that might not be something that the team might have wanted to deal with
I'm not mad
on
at
a
that. I'm not
on the
mad at
scheme
that.
wise. We don't wanna mess with a
I
guy who
don't
gonna
know
be
dog
undisciplined.
personally.
You
Yeah,
feel
I
me? And
got
I'm
you.
not saying I got all the ins and outs, but it could have been
No, I feel you.
just little stuff like that factor in why they didn't go after this guy or that guy or whatever the case may be. And I feel like they trust their process. And that's another thing that I feel like the fans or us fans, I don't just want to say the fans, right? I'm a fan too, but I don't feel like I'm a crazy fan, right? I feel like I'm a little bit different. I'm a guru. But anyways, I feel like the
Boy.
fans
No.
the fans don't want to recognize the fact that, right? Or I feel like the fans want to cash in on the fact that we a good team. And I feel like that's them being afraid of this going away. Like, man, we might can only be a good team. You know, we might can only go for the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like a lot of people want to bank in on this year as the only year that we can make the Super Bowl. And I feel like really we should be looking at we got one of the youngest teams in the league. We setting ourselves up for a 3 to 4 year run of
That's what I'm
being
talking
a
about.
contending
Yeah,
team. It's
yeah.
no reason to have to uh sacrifice certain assets or get greedy and start chasing, you know what I mean, talent that might not fit your culture and all that when you feel like you about to be around for 3 to 4 years, right? And I like the way they've been doing this, right? Because they've been drafting young players. They ain't been having to pay a lot of money in free agency to a bunch of big name guys and stuff like that. We not a big market. So I like the where they going, bro. They on pace to me to set themselves up for a number 1 seed. Philly got a gauntlet of a schedule coming up with all the teams they got to play: San Fran, Dallas, and Seattle, Kansas City. I think Philly got a bunch of teams they got to play, or if not Kansas City, they might got to play the Dolphins. The Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken, right? They got a bunch of teams they got to play, so we got to see how they gonna handle that and survive that
I
gauntlet of
think
games.
they beat the Dolphins already, didn't they? Who did they? Yeah,
Oh yeah, they did. But
they
so
did
it
pop
must be the
them.
Chiefs then.
They
Let
popped
me
them.
see what Philly's schedule
I
look
think they
like.
got Dallas. No, didn't they beat that? Wait, I got Dallas. No, Dallas is this
Oh,
week.
okay.
Dallas,
So
Dallas.
Kansas City. Let me see. Philly and Dallas play.
Don't they play this week?
Uh, yeah, they play. They play tomorrow.
Right.
Okay, so
But they got to
Philly
see each other
looking at
twice.
their schedule, yeah, they do got the Chiefs. So Philly got Dallas this week. They got the Chiefs, the Bills, the 49ers, Dallas again, the Seahawks. all in a row. So they got a gauntlet of games against winning teams. Right now, if the playoffs started today, all those teams would be playoff teams, and we got to see how they gonna handle this gauntlet. If they come out this gauntlet and they looking like them, then that's the
Man,
team that we got to worry about. If they come out this
man,
gauntlet,
what you
if they come out this
mean, bro?
gauntlet and they got chinks in their armor,
They
they
got chinks.
came out, bit all up and all of that stuff, then it'll level the playing field. And to me, to be honest, bro, I feel like all the time the NFL media always wanna, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have buzz week to week for football, right? They always want to try to anoint the team as the team every year, right? And I feel like that's what's going on.
Too
They
early.
always want to, yeah, they always want to anoint that team
But
as the
that's
team.
how
And I feel
that's how they gotta
this is gonna be
generate.
one of those. I feel like this is gonna be one of those competitive years where you're gonna have 4 good teams on each conference that could possibly win a Super Bowl. It's just gonna all depend on
And
who
you
got it
think
rolling,
you think that's what
chemistry
I'm
wise.
saying. So you think that's the 4 for the NFC? Dallas, Philly, Niners, and us, right? That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's the 4.
Okay. Oh no, that
I, I'm
AFC,
not. I'm not
that
even. I'm
AFC,
not even so sure. I'm not even so sure that I would say is. Let me just look and see. Do I want to say is Dallas?
you if you
I'm
looking
not
at
sure if I want to say it. I'm not sure if I want to even say is Dallas as the 4th. It might be the Seahawks that's the 4th. Like, you know what
right.
I mean?
I just feel like if Dallas and the Seahawks played, I would bet on Dallas. That's all I went off of. That's why I said they 4th. Seahawks can very
Well,
well. I like the
well,
way we match up against the Seahawks.
Well, the Dallas and the Seahawks gonna have a chance to play, so we gonna get to see. We gonna get to
Yeah, we're
see.
gonna see that.
They gonna play. They gonna play before us. Dallas gonna play the Bills, the Dolphins. We gonna get to see what Dallas
Yeah.
look like, right? Right.
What's
So
your
that's
4 on the AFC though?
I'm out to look over there. I know Baltimore is one of them, right? But that's the thing about Detroit, right? They gonna get to really see how good they NFC opponents are because Dallas, San Francisco, and the 49ers and the Seahawks, they pretty much all play all the top teams. The Lions is the only ones
Yeah,
that kind of
they in the conferences.
escaped and
Right. We kind of
played they couple
yeah,
2-3, and then now we
yeah,
got the back end
yeah.
of not
Right.
playing no really good
We gonna
teams,
whoop on
and
we
we
gonna
get
whoop
to
on
just
the
kind of
fans.
exactly
We gonna whoop on. Yeah.
and get to see how good the other teams actually is. Like, damn, all right, they are okay, all right, they are straight, but they all ain't none of them like better than the other. We can really get to see that. All right, so let's look
Yeah.
at the other side. Let me see. AFC. Okay, so on this side for me, it's the Ravens, Chiefs, Dolphins, and
It's tricky.
then
It's tricky. Gotta be the Bills.
Bills.
Bills. You
Bills.
know,
I'm a Bills fan. I like
you
the
might
Bills.
you might want to throw the Bengals, see how they been getting it together. Who else you who else you,
I told you about that on the show last week.
I
I told you
remember
the Bengals was gonna creep up
they,
and
they,
could possibly beat
they
the
got it together.
49ers, bro.
But I feel
They
like
got a long haul.
You're sleeping on the Jaguar.
Man, I'm not, bro. I just feel like they young. I feel like they young and they
We
up against the 8 ball, bro. I
uh,
know, but our quarterback is our quarterback been to the Super Bowl before. We got a few vets on our team. You know what I'm saying? They got a young quarterback, you know what I mean, who trying to go over the hump. I'm not saying he can't do it because I'm the type of person who I root for the young quarterbacks. So
right,
I rooted for him
right,
versus Patrick Mahomes last year. I'm rooting for him to like I like to see parity. So I always root
right. You want him to take the next
for
step.
for the next. Yeah, I
Want him to
always root
take
for
the
the
next
young
step.
guys to grow
Yeah.
into their maturation. So we got more competition. We got
He
more
definitely
competitive games.
he definitely ain't got no excuses this year. You know,
I
I mean,
mean, see, that's the thing when we talk about do we got excuses.
he ain't got
I
no
don't feel like
excuse.
everything got to be about excuses. It could just be that y'all play a better team. That's
That's
even
what. No,
like
no,
with
no,
Baltimore,
no, no,
right?
no.
That's
I
even
ain't
like
saying
with
you can't
Baltimore.
lose. I ain't saying they can't lose. I'm just saying he got enough to get it done. I'm not saying if he go
Got
out
you,
there, play a great game, and lose
got
to
you,
Patrick Mahomes,
got you, got you,
I ain't saying that.
got
No,
you,
I'm just saying he for
got you,
sure got enough now. Whereas even last
got you.
year, you kind of seen where it was like, all right, you know, in almost every aspect of the game, the Chiefs was just way
No,
better,
I got you. I
way
got you. No,
better.
I'm just saying. I just know how sometimes we as fans we can get caught up in this whole like if they don't win, that's like even with Baltimore, right? They're having a good season.
I
If
don't get up in
if
that.
they have a
I
good
really
season,
watch.
if they have a good season and they don't end up winning the championship, let's just say they make it to the AFC championship and they don't, and they have a terrible game, terrible
Who
performance, right? People will
who we talking
start
about?
the Ravens,
Okay.
the Ravens. Let's just say they have a terrible game. They make it to the AFC championship. They have a terrible game, right? Versus whoever they play. People will start being like, "Oh, see, Lamar can't get it done," and I feel like,
But that'd have been
bro,
the best season
why
he had.
every? I feel like, well, yeah, but
See?
still, why the narrative always got to come down to,
Because that's it. That's all people
this is
see.
where it come down to championship or bust, where it's like, if you don't win a
That's
ship, you ain't
retarded.
shit your
That's
career, and
retarded. Only
that's
one person
retarded.
can win.
It is.
Only one
Yeah,
team can win.
only one team can
So,
win, bro.
so one team was
That don't mean
good,
that your
31
team
was
wasn't
bust.
good.
One-
Facts. That's how
Like
people treat it.
I,
One team good, the
I'm
rest of y'all
excited.
ass.
I'm gonna piggyback on the Lions. I'm excited. But if we go to the playoffs, win a game or whatever, I feel like we ahead of the curve. Honestly.
Right.
Even looking at our record now, I feel like we're ahead of the curve. But
So let me ask
since
you this.
since I gotta talk it
Let me ask you
forward,
this.
hmm,
If the Lions were to go to the playoffs, right,
hmm,
and lose, don't win a playoff game, is this season unsuccessful?
no, not
Okay,
to
all
me.
right. I
No.
just wanted to check and see where your head was at. All right, because it's a lot of people that feel like oh my God, throw the team away, throw everybody away. What the fuck? And it's
No.
like, bro, no.
Mm-mm. Now,
I still would feel like this season is a successful season, regardless if we win a playoff game. Long as we make it to the playoffs.
as long
Now,
as we
going
make it,
into next year, then we can
next
start
year is
having those
different.
conversations. All right.
Next year
It'd
is
be like,
different.
no, now we gotta win a playoff game next year.
Yeah, next year is different. This year, you know, I tell you what. And of course we approaching half of the season and the record looks good, but let's say it wasn't. If we didn't have if we wasn't above 500, I'd be like, oh, this season is a disappointment. Because when I looked at the schedule and when I looked at the absence of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, I feel like we should win the division. So
Got you.
if we don't win the division, then I might be like, oh, hold on now,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on.
I
So
feel like if we don't win in division this year, it would
right,
be a disappointment. But I
yeah.
feel like it'll have to be a terrible downfall of stuff to
So
happen for us to
And then,
not win the
but then it ain't
division.
gonna be
You
a
feel me?
disappointment. Like if God forbid, I ain't even gonna say no name,
Right.
but if an important piece goes down, you know, on the on offense side of the ball, maybe the guy who be under center, if something was to happen to him for the rest of the year, nah, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But
I still think we can survive him going down.
we can survive based off our schedule as far as going to the playoffs now
Exactly.
with where the record is and how the team is
And then
moving.
we can see what Hendon Hooker actually look like.
Are they gonna play him? Do you think that's who
We'll
they?
see. That's another topic. That's
Oh,
another
that's
topic.
another time.
All right,
I
so
would like
real
that's who
quick,
I would like them to play, but I
yeah,
don't.
we gonna see.
That's not
Hopefully
that's
we get to see him down the stretch if we win it and we got a big game stretch on having the first lead, and which could happen, right? We might get to see him. All
oh
right, so let's go
no,
through
wait a
these
minute.
games.
Oh no. I believe in Teddy. Teddy can win a playoff game.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the future is Hendon. That's why I
No,
said
I was just
we
thinking.
can
No, that was just
survive
me
him.
just thinking. I was just
That
thinking.
we got Teddy. Yeah, we still got
Yeah,
Teddy, so we'll still be straight. All
yeah.
right, so
Yeah,
Going down the
I
line,
forgot.
let's just
Yeah,
go through our picks
real
for the
quick.
games. We ain't gotta get too
For
many
sure.
reasons, just so we can keep it short for
Just
time's
straight
sake. All right,
picks.
we'll just give
Straight
our
picks.
picks. All right. Obviously the Steelers beat the Titans already. So Dolphins and Chiefs, who you
I
got?
wasn't expecting that. You said who?
Dolphins and Chiefs.
I got the I, I got the Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins too. All
I
right.
got the
Vikings and
Dolphins.
Falcons. Vikings and Falcons.
Bro, I got the Falcons.
I got Falcons too. Vikings coming off of Kirk Cousins out. Bears
Yeah,
and
no
Saints.
Kurt, no
I got
Jefferson.
I got the Saints over the Bears. Who you got?
I want to say I got the Saints, but
Packers and Rams. Packers and Rams.
I gotta go
That's a
Rams.
tough one. I'm gonna go
It
Rams
is,
too. That's a tough one though.
but don't be
Because
surprised. I ain't gonna be surprised.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Rams lose it, but I'm going Rams. Commanders and Patriots. I'm going Commanders just because I love to see the Patriots keep losing, man. Just because Patriots fans need to see their team
You're
keep
a
losing.
wild boy with your shit.
You know what I'm saying?
My sister would not like you right now, my dog.
I'm just saying.
For real.
You know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Patriots, but I want to see the Commanders. I want to. I want to
Ravens and
see.
Seahawks.
I got
Ravens and
Ravens.
Seahawks. I got Ravens too,
I
but
got
I like
Ravens.
both of those teams. I'm a Geno fan too,
I
so
am a
I
Geno
fuck with
fan. Happy
Geno.
he got his cheese. Happy he got his money.
Yep, facts.
Good for that brother.
Buccaneers and Texans.
I'm going Texans, man. Let that young boy get off, man. But the Bucks should. I want the Texans
Uh,
to win. I'm gonna say who I
that's a
want. If
tough
this pick,
game.
I'm gonna talk. I'm picking with my heart. I want the Texans to win. I
Got
want to
you.
see that boy shine.
Got you.
I want to see that boy
Got you.
shine.
I'm going who I think gonna win Buccaneers, but I'm like you. I like to see
Yeah,
CJ Stroud just continue to
yeah.
progressing and shit like that. But I
Nick
know the Bucks got
Collins,
a defense though.
D'Amico Ryan. I like what they got going on. I like what they got
Yeah,
going on.
the Bucks got a defense always though, so that's gonna be tough too.
Yeah, they solid.
Cardinals and Browns. It's something about Kyler Murray supposed to be playing or some shit like that. I don't know.
He said he was ready, and I feel like the organization was like, well, it's our decision, not his. So
I'm
I
gonna go
don't
with the
know.
Browns just because
I'm going with the
they
Brown.
got a dog ass defense.
I don't think it make a difference. Me personally, even
Right,
if he
because
back.
That's what I said. Browns got a dog ass
Yeah,
defense. I'm going
I
with
got
Browns.
Browns. I
Panthers
got
and
Browns.
Colts. That's interesting. I'm
Who
going
that?
with the Colts though. Panthers
Who?
and Colts. Panthers and Colts.
I don't know. I think I got Carolina.
I'm going Colts.
Oh,
Giants
that's
and
rough.
Raiders. Right.
I'm gonna go Giants, though. They gotta win. They got to.
Damn.
That shit getting
I'm gonna
dysfunctional
go.
over there with the Raiders, man. Adams don't look happy.
Shit. Is this function over there with the Giants too? Shit. It's
Yeah,
the
but at least you
same
know. At
story.
least it's dysfunctional but you know what you got to do. Get that boy the ball 25 times, and let's see what
I'm gonna
we
go
can come up with.
Raiders. I'm gonna go
All
Raiders.
right. I
Cowboys,
don't know.
Eagles.
Who?
Cowboys, Eagles.
This the one. I got the Eagles, man. I think them boys is different.
I,
AJ Brown, what it was like 5 straight games with 100. Them boys is different, and they gonna get
I'm a
on that
root.
ass.
I'm a root for the Cowboys to win, but I think the Eagles gonna win. I'm an Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? I like the Eagles, and they
I
got
like
Swift over there. I'm
both.
always rooting for my boy
I like
Swift.
both. I'm more of a Jalen Hurts fan. I like his story. I like that kid. I even like Swift. You know, Lions fans look at Swift. So
Yeah,
you know, but
I'm
whatever.
rooting for my boy Swift.
Yeah.
Bills and Bengals, tough game.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm going
That's
Bengals.
always one. Um, Bills, Bills got to know what
I'm
them
going
boys did.
Bengals.
Oh hell no! I got Bills. They know. They know. They know if this day now for a team like the Bills, it's like Super Bowl or bust. For a team like the Bills.
I don't know, man. That
Yeah, no, it's
AFC just
time
be
for them to get
loaded,
in one.
dog.
They ain't gotta win it. It's
That
time for them to get to one, bro. They
you
gotta get
got
to
the
one.
Bengals. You got the Bengals, the Chiefs. It's a lot of teams in the AFC.
We know
Chargers
all
and
that.
Jets.
It,
Last
I,
game.
I,
Last game. Chargers and Jets.
I got the, I got the Jets.
You just told me about how Chargers got that offense and you like that offense. You was talking about all this.
I did.
See?
I
See
did.
how I look when
I
we play
did.
a team? When we
No,
play a team,
listen,
they
listen.
good points start to look good. That's how fans is. When we play a
No, no,
team, you
no.
be like, they
Just because
got
we
such and
still got.
such. They
No,
got...
no, no, no,
No,
no, no,
I'm just
no.
talking shit, bro.
I know.
I'm talking shit.
It do be like that though. It do be like that though. They gon' listen. It's what the Jets have been able to do. The
Yeah,
Jets,
I'm gonna go with the Jets too, man. I'm gonna go with the Jets
that
too,
they
man. They figuring it
defense,
out.
they
They defense
defense,
figuring it out.
and Zach Wilson. It's like Zach Wilson get us 2 touchdowns and we'll win. That's what it kind of
Right.
looked like. If you could score 14, we in the game. We'll be in the game. And I think he getting better with that. And they got Brees Hall back. They get their runnings. They gonna be all right. That defense is solid. Their defense is solid. Defense is solid. But you know, if the Chargers blow them out or go crazy, put up 30, then you know it's expected. They
Right.
got a good offense. They got a good.
I'm gonna go with the Jets.
They got the Jets in that.
So that's the picks for the week, man. We ran through the lineup, man. We talked some football, man. We got into
For
talking
sure. For
some
sure.
Lions football. We can talk some. I mean, you know, man, bro. You know how I do it, man. Whenever you ready to come, man, and be on a podcast and get on, man, you welcome anytime, any day
For
of the
sure.
week,
For
man.
sure.
I'm ready to talk all type of sports. I'm trying to get more people on as much
I'm
as possible
clearing it.
so we can
I'm clearing it right now. It
start,
might be like once, but it's gonna ramp up to like twice. I'm gonna get my shit together. I like this. I like this. I like
It's
this space.
cool.
I
I
like this.
mean, the only thing I'm saying is because, man, I wanna be able to talk. I know you, like me and you, we talk sports, bro. So we be going all the sports. I want to be able to talk some basketball too to the
Right,
people, man, and talk
right,
basketball
right,
and
right,
not just football. Even
right.
though basketball season do extend beyond football season, so we do got a whole lot more
And,
opportunity to
and it's
talk
still
sports, man.
fresh.
And
It's still
sports ain't
fresh.
going nowhere.
For
Sports
sure.
ain't going nowhere, so we gonna always have sports to talk about. This is something we talk about daily. But I
Right, you
appreciate
know it.
you again for coming on the show.
For sure, my boy.
It's been another episode of D Sports Gurus, man. I'm your host, Brandon Fresh Guru, man. Brandon Fresh Dangerous, my bad. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit, man. This has been another
For
show.
sure.
It's a wrap. All right, we
My
out.
dog.